This is my video on the SANDMARC Compact Edition Waterproof Action Pole. Now, I have done previous poles from SANDMARC, which were the metal edition and the black edition. This is a compact version of the two of those. Now, as we go around the box, it's got the word SANDMARC, picture of the pole, SANDMARC pole here, compact edition. Now, it's suitable for GoPros and any other action camera. Now, it extends to 25 inches and retracts down to 10. It's an aluminium pole with a rubber grip. Now, this is how the pole looks when it's out the box. We have a nice lanyard here with the word SANDMARC printed over it, and we have an adjustable wrist mount here on the lanyard. Now, at the bottom, we don't have a 1/4 inch screw thread at the bottom. The lanyard simply is fixed into the bottom like so. We have a nice thick rubber handle with the words SANDMARC written down it on one side, and you can see it has this kind of boxed textured pattern on there. We have the word SANDMARC, and this is a nice aluminium pole, lightweight. And then we have the connectors or locking joints here, which are also made out of metal. And the top part here where the GoPro prongs are or mounts is also made out of metal / aluminium. And the Thumbscrew is also made out of aluminium as well. Now, the manufacturers state that it's 25 inches when it's fully extended. Now, as I say in all my other videos, manufacturers measure from the top of your camera, where the camera is, to the bottom of the pole, and they claim that is the extended length of the 25 inches or how much they ever say. Now, I don't go by that. I go by the bottom of the mount, the camera mount or the phone mount if it's on there, to the top of the handle, because to me, you're losing inches off the grip and you're losing inches off where your camera or phone mount is. So the real true extension is between these 2 points. Now, between these 2 points, it is 19 inches long it extends out to, so it's 19 inches. Now, I'll go over about this pole. It is similar to the GoPro El Grande. I would say it's very similar to that in that the way of it only opens out in the minimum amount of sections. So basically it's two and a quarter sections, not even 2.5, because you got a quarter section here, then you got a full section here and another full section here. Now, this top section is slightly longer than the middle section, but because the piping, the tubing or the stem is quite thick and it comes down, even the smallest part, the top part here, is thick. This pole, when holding it, actually feels quality, like all SANDMARC poles do. They feel of good quality and they feel like they can take a beating before they break. As for the locking points here, they're made out of metal as well. There is some kind of plastic in there, which is obviously is to tighten it up, because it only takes a 1/4 of a turn to unloose it and to tighten it. So simple, I think it's anti-clockwise to tighten and clockwise to loosen this pole. And I have to say, it's a well-balanced pole. It feels quite good in the hand, and especially with this GoPro on there, it feels quite nice. Now, unlike the car aerial type poles or selfie sticks, it doesn't require a seam either at the front or at the back, because, as I says, the stems are quite thick. So this pole is literally built for action, when you're going for action, skiing, bike riding, running, whatever, even water, because you can take this underwater. It's waterproof, as such, so it ain't gonna rust with seawater or anything like that. It's waterproof and meant to go in the water. The floating aspect of it is not going to float, so be aware of that. That's why they probably left their lanyard attachment on there permanent, that you can't remove it, because it's meant to be kept on the wrist at all times, especially when you're doing sports like that or diving, etc. At the top here, as I said again, it's made out of solid metal along with a metal thumb screw, and you get this kind of closed nut here at the top. So this, you know, it is meant to take a beating. Now, personally, on my channel, I have done a video on the El Grande. Now, to me, the El Grande, I'd put that behind the SANDMARC poles. If you ever have the chance, buy the two of them, especially on Amazon, and feel free, have a feel yourself of these poles, and trust me, you'd go with this one. One, it is cheaper than the El Grande, even though it is almost the same length. I think the El Grande is a little bit longer, but you can get the SANDMARC Black Edition or the SANDMARC Metal Edition, and they're either just as long as the Grande or the same size. So look out for that. But as it comes for these poles, SANDMARC, one of the best companies for making action poles. So if you're into these action sports and that, get this pole. Now, as for the mount at the top, I might be asked, can the mount come off? Now, I've tried to get this off. If it can come off, it is on there really, really tight, and I don't really want to put a kind of wrench there or anything like that to try and do it in case I break the pole. So my guess is that this is not removable. It is welded to this action pole. So to me, if it can be removed, please let us know down in the comment section, but I couldn't remove it at all. Now, the weight of this pole is 200 grams, the weight of this pole, but it feels lighter than that. I have to admit, it does feel lighter than that. I'll have to see if SANDMARC do a carbon fiber of these poles, especially the compact size ones, to see what's that like, because this does feel really light. So the carbon fiber one can probably just float on it. But it is a nice pole for people who do action poles. Even if you're not a person who does any action sports at all, but you want a decent pole, especially as a selfie pole, or just a nice decent pole to take on holidays or outings or whatever. Something that, you know, if you drop it by accident, it ain't gonna break or damage it. You can't go wrong with this pole. Now, this is my 2 pence worth on the SANDMARC Compact Edition pole. I think this is a very good pole. It's nice and compact to put even in your rucksack or on your carry-on luggage. It's very, very small, so you don't have to put this, not unlike the Black Edition and the Metal Edition. They're bigger poles, they might have to go in your suitcase rather than on a carry-on. But this is a nice compact, bulletproof pole. For anybody who's looking for something that will want to last, when they're doing something that they want to last, something to last quite a long time, and something that's well built. Now, it's not just suitable for GoPro cameras. You can fit other action cameras on this pole, as long as it's got the GoPro style fingers with them. Or if not, if you got the your Xiaomi camera or your SJ camera, then you can use what they call a 1/4 inch thread to GoPro mount, which I've shown in other videos, and then you can just simply attach that on the top here and then screw your camera onto it. Now, if you happen to have this pole, the Compact Edition, Please leave a comment down in the comment section what you think about it, because your opinion may be different to my opinion. So please leave that in the comment section. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up. I know it's a bit long. I like to be thorough in my videos. If you don't like the video, give it a thumbs down. I totally understand. Anyway, thanks for watching, and oh yes, please subscribe to my channel.